Good day everyone, we are the Group 3 and this is for educational purposes only. We are allowing our instructor Mr. Roldan Ardinis to use this as an educational material. In this video, we are going to be talking about market integration, and globalization, and many more. So before we start this discussion, I am going to give you a brief explanation or an introduction about market integration in our globalization. Market integration is a key driver of globalization, connecting economies and shipping out goods such as markets and production systems, connecting them to our worldwide economy. It also facilitates the free flow of goods, services, capital, and labor, enabling economic growth and international cooperation all throughout the world.
The objectives of the presentation. The first one is to understand the market integration's role in globalization, explore the historical evolution of global markets. Second is analyze the benefit of the market integration for economies, delve into the processes of production and product globalization. The third one is examine the influence of the international institutions on the global economy, trace the history of market integration in 20th century. The fourth one is identify the key attributes of the global commerce and market integration. The importance of integration in globalization. The first one is efficient resource. It means using the available resources like money, labor, or materials and time in best possible way to produce goods and services. It's about making sure that the resources are directed to where they are most needed or where they can be most productive, avoiding waste. It's, for example, if a country has a limited land, it should use its land for farming or industries that makes the best use of it. The second is the increased competition. It means there are more businesses or countries trying to sell the similar products or services which encourage them to do better. This can lead to lower prices, better quality, and more choices for consumers. For example, if two companies sell smartphones, they will try to offer the best features at the lowest price to attract customers. This competition benefits buyers to get better products or deals in global markets. Competition grows as business from different countries to compete to sell to the same customers. And the third one is economic growth. It means a country's economy is getting bigger and stronger. This usually happens when businesses produce more goods and services, people earn money, and overall, the standard of living improves. For example, if a country builds more factories, creates more jobs, and sell more products to other countries, its economy grows. People have more money to spend, businesses can invest in new ideas, and government can provide better services. In simple terms, economic growth means the economy is doing better and improving over time. And the last one is the cultural exchange. It is when people from different countries or cultures share their ideas, tradition, food, music, and ways of life with each other. For example, when a person from Japan teaches others how to make sushi, or when people from different countries come together to celebrate holidays or festival, that cultural exchange. It helps people understand and appreciate each other's culture, leading to stronger connections and friendship around the world.
So, I will be discussing the history of global market integration. So the first is early trade network. The Silk Road. The Silk Road was a network of Eurasian trade routes, active during the 2nd BCE until the mid-15th century. It spans over 6,400 kilometers, and it played a vital role in facilitating economic, cultural, political, and religious interactions between Eastern and Western worlds. So it facilitates trades like silk, spices, and it paved the way for cultural exchanges between civilizations. So the next is the rise of colonialism and mercantile. During this period, it sparked an age of exploration and colonization in an effort to secure raw materials and controllable trade partners. And the next is industrial revolution in mass production. The industrial revolution began in the 18th century in Britain, and it transformed society from agrarian form to an industrial one. So during this period, there was a mass production of steam engines, telegraph, and spinning jenny, or many more that pave a way that improve society as we all know now. And the next is post-World War era. So post-World War era started in the 1940s when World War II ended. And during this time or period, government were responsible for assessing the war damage and initiating cleanup and reconstructing buildings, the economy, especially the economy and especially civil institution.
Before we dive into its benefits, let me first explain what market integrations means. It happens when individuals' markets come together to form a single unified market. This unifications allows the free flow of goods, services, capital, labor, and informations across countries or regions. And because of these unifications, it brings various benefits to the economy. First, we have increased competitions. Market integrations fosters innovations and enhance product quality. With markets uniting across countries and regions, pushing businesses to differentiate themselves, consumers began to prioritize unique and high quality products, compelling companies to innovate and refine their offering by creating more nice, attractive, and reliable products. Businesses can build stronger customer loyalty in an increasingly competitive market. Second is greater choice for consumers. Market integrations expand access to broader range of goods and services. It enables us to look beyond what is available with our own countries, region, or locality. With the unifications of market, products and services from different countries are imported and made accessible to us. This is not only increases consumers' choice but allows us to benefit from the diversity and innovations offered by international markets for us to experience diverse offerings.
Globalization of production. This focuses on the supply side integration of the world economy. It refers to the way companies source raw materials, components, and labor from different parts of the world, in an effort to optimize cost, quality, and efficiency. The globalization of production is driven by advances in technology, reductions in trade barriers, and increasing availability of low cost and labor in some regions. Key factors contributing to globalization of production. First is the outsourcing. Companies hire external suppliers or service providers in different countries to perform tasks like manufacturing, customer service, or IT. The second one is the offshore or offshoring. Companies move their production processes or facilities to other countries to take advantage of lower labor costs or favorable regulatory environment. The third one is the global supply chains. Complex networks of suppliers and producers across multiple countries work together to create products, often with different stages of production happening in different locations. Example, automobile industry. Companies like Toyota or Ford have factories in multiple countries to produce parts and assemble cars, often involving several countries in a single products supply chain. Globalization of markets. The globalization of markets involves the demand-side integration of the world economy. It refers to the process which markets for goods and services become global in scope, with companies selling to consumers worldwide. Key drivers of the globalization of markets. So the first one is standardization of products. Many global brands create standardized products that are sold in multiple countries, example, Coca-Cola and Apple products. The second one is the liberalization of trade. The reduction of the trade barriers like tariffs and quotas through international agreements such as World Trade Organization helps companies access foreign markets. The third one is the technological advancement. The internet, social media, and e-commerce platforms have made it easier for companies to reach global audiences and for consumers to access international products. Example, Starbucks. Starbucks has successfully entered markets around the world, standardizing its product offerings while adapting to local tastes.
I will discuss what is the global intersite system. So, the global intersite system encompasses a vast network transportations and communications to infrastructures and that connect the nationals and facilitates informational trades. So, this system includes highway, railways, shipping routes, and air travels, enabling the effective movements of goods, service, and people across the border. It is the place the crucial role in promoting the economic, the interdependence, and globalization, fostering cultures exchange and cooperation among the countries. So, however, the system also faces the significant changes, concern, and the needs for sustainable practices. So, as the global trades continues to involve the global intersite system will be requiring ongoing adapting to meet and the demands of rapidly change the world. The role of the international financial institutions and the global economy. So, the financial role, crucial role, the global economy by promoting the financial stability. So, fostering the economic growth and providing the financial assistance to the countries in needs. They facilitates the international trades and technique investment through policy and for reform office technologies express and help the manage crisis by providing liquidity and support.
So I will be discussing the role of international financial institutions in the global economy. So the international financial institutions, or IFI, such as the International Monetary Fund or IMF, the World Bank, and the World Trade Organization, play a central role in shaping the global economy through financial assistance, stability, and regulation. So first is the financial assistance. It provides crucial financial support to countries in need. The IMF offers short-term assistance to nations facing balance of payment crisis, helping them stabilize their economies with policies guidance. The World Bank provides long-term loans and grants for development projects aimed at reducing poverty and building infrastructure. This financial aid helps countries manage crisis and sustain economic growth. So second is the stability and regulation. IFIs help maintain global economic stability and regulate financial system. The IMF monitors global financial health, offering advice on fiscal policies. So, next is the cooperation and coordination. IFIs also foster international cooperation to tackle global challenges such as climate change, health crisis, and financial instability. So, in conclusion, IFIs provide financial assistance, ensure stability, regulate global finance, and promote international cooperation. So, in the history of global market integration in the 20th century, so number one is the interwar period in 1918 to 1939. Economic instability and protectionism prevailed as countries imposed trade barriers and tariffs in response to the Great Depression, leading to fragmented global trade. So number two is the post-World War II in 1944 to 1971. The Bretton Woods system established stable economics frameworks with fixed exchange rates and institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. So third is 1980s to 1990s. So neoliberal policies, deregulation, and technological advancement accelerated global trade. So in the end of the Cold War opened new markets, while agreements like NAFTA and China WTO membership. So number four is the 21st century. So 2000 to present. Globalization continued with emerging markets like China and India rising in importance. However, risks such as financial crisis, trade wars, and political instability challenge the stability of the global integration.
I will discuss the attributes of cooperation. Attributes of cooperation offered to us a multinational corporation have several key attributes that distinguish them from domestic companies. And here are some main characteristics. Number one is international presence. Operate multiple countries, often the subsidiaries or branches in various regions. Number two is diverse markets. Serve a wide range of customers across different cultural, economic, and regulatory environment. Number three is global supply chains. Utilize a complex supply chains that span multiple countries, sourcing materials and services from various international locations. Number four is centralized management. Typically have a centralized management structure that oversees global operation while allowing for local adaptations.
Today, we'll take a look at the Bretton Woods system, one of the most significant economic frameworks of the 20th century. Established in 1944, right after the World War II, it was designed to create economic stability. The key idea? A fixed exchange rate system where currencies are pegged to the US dollar, and the dollar itself was tied to gold. This approach provided a level of stability that facilitated international trade and investments. Now, the system didn't just create this fixed exchange rate, so it also led to the creation of two major global institutions. First, the International Monetary Fund, or also known as the IMF, and second, the world-famous World Bank. These institutions were set up to promote financial stability and offer loans to countries in need, particularly developing nations. This idea was to help stabilize the global economy and support reconstruction after the war, World War II. For a time, the system worked incredibly well. It encouraged global economic growth, boosted trades, and helped rebuild economies that were destroyed by the war, especially in Europe and in Japan. The IMF and the World Bank were both essential in providing financial support to emerging economies, and overall, it seems like a win for global cooperation. However, by the late 1960s and 1970s, cracks started to show. The US was facing rising trade deficits, inflation, and of course, the financial burden of the Vietnam War. Despite its collapse, the Bretton Woods legacy lives. The IMF and the World Bank continue to play vital roles in the global economy. And the lesson learned from the system, like the importance of international cooperation and stable monetary price lists and policies, still resonates until today. So while the Bretton Woods system is no longer in place, its influence continues to shape the way we think about global economic relations. And that's something remembering as we move forward.
Hope you have learned something in our video presentation. Thank you for watching.